Is it frustrating at this point?
Frustrating. I don't know what to do.
A failing infrastructure has left some people in Genesee County underwater. When it rains, they worry what they are going to find in their homes. For those who live in a neighborhood in Beecher on Flamingo Drive, they say the system is failing them.
Help! That's what we ask for.
A plea for help from Ernest Kelly, who has lived in this house for more than 50 years. He raised his family here, but the constant flooding has made him second guess whether he can stay in Michigan.
I retired from General Motors, and I didn't think I would be going through all of this after I retired, but it's been an ongoing battle. And I'm almost, next month is my birthday, I'll be 76. I can't do it anymore. I'm tired.
Tired of the worry of water coming into his home. Every time it rains, he waits.
I put out 4 sump pumps. They couldn't keep up. The water was coming up down here on this corner and coming in our house so fast, couldn't keep up. 4 sump pumps.
And Ernest isn't alone. William Smith lives across the street. He took these pictures last week when it rained.
How often does this street flood?
Most of the time, every time it rains.
He's lived in the area for more than a decade. Smith tells me he pays his taxes, keeps his house looking nice, and yet he doesn't feel like anything is getting addressed when it comes to the infrastructure.
They up there sitting in their living room and everything when it rains. They haven't got a thing to worry about.
Michigan's infrastructure is failing when it comes to sewer systems and the drains. The American Society of Civil Engineering found Michigan gets a D grade for stormwater. Michigan grew rapidly in the 1910s and 1920s, which means the infrastructure also needed to grow.
You have pipes that are in the ground that are approaching or already over 100 years old.
All those pipes and systems that are needed to collect water are old. Bradley Shepler, who's the president of the Michigan section of the Civil Engineers, explains this has also been long underfunded.
There's definite funding gaps in the hundreds of $1 million for all this. There's been recent one-time funding.
The one-time funding only goes so far, which is why communities like Beecher are experiencing these types of flooding, because the systems are outdated and need to be replaced, but there's not enough money to do so.
When these sewer systems were built, again, we're talking sometimes hundreds of years ago, they were sized according to the types of storm events that they saw at that time. Now these sewers, they've been working and they function 99% of the time almost. It's just those infrequent, very severe events that happen that overwhelm these systems sometimes because they haven't been upsized.
Not upgrading is causing failures for people across Michigan. From street flooding to water main breaks, the problems are adding up. One professor of civil engineering at Wayne State University says it could get worse.
The rate at which infrastructure is falling apart is a little faster than the rate that we're able to detect it and fix it.
Bill Schuster tells me these systems have a life of maybe 30 to 40 years, and now they're past their lifespan.
We're not going to be able to dig up all the pipes and replace them.
According to the published report card on the state's stormwater, both public and private storm sewer systems do not have the capacity to safely convey water from those extreme water events.
Other than a massive public works project, it would be very difficult to fully rectify these issues.
Those issues add up for people like Ernest and William, who tell me that this flooding has cost them thousands of dollars over the years.
Just hate to see it rain. You hear thunder and stuff, it's going to pour, and that's it.
There's got to be some money someplace.
Michigan has invested in certain water infrastructure projects over the years. However, the dollars available are very competitive because there's simply not enough money to go around for all of these communities to fix the problems. That's according to the American Society of Civil Engineers.